Hello everyone. Pride here. And I have a few questions for you. Have you ever been in a deep state where you feel so energetic? A moment where all your problems seem to fade away? Or what about a feeling which makes you want to cry due to awe of achieving something difficult or something quite uncommon in your life? Do you feel happy right now? Happiness, as often defined in many books, is the state of well-being, characterized by emotions ranging from contentment to intense joy. It is also known as the emotions being experienced when we are in a state of well-being. With these, happiness can vary into different degrees. So, my question is, how happy are you? They say happiness has different stages in our lives. 5, to be exact. The first one is called the discovery stage. Then, there's the stage of pursuit. The stage of balance comes after that. 4th is the stage of defining the meaning. And lastly, the stage for savoring. The first stage, being the discovery stage, is said to be the point in time where we distinguish the things and aspects of events we consider to provide a certain form of joy through interests, excitements or thrills and wonders. This story of discovery usually happens during our teens. Somewhere in our 20s, we stand on our own pursuit stage. By this time, after we've figured out our own goals, we decide whether these goals or interests are worth pursuing or giving up. Happiness is no longer just an experience of excitement. Happiness is now being experienced when we feel successful. Most people believe that life starts at 30. It is here when the meaning of happiness starts to change again. As living organisms, we are obliged to cater on our necessities, and so we tend to find balance from the things that provide us pleasure or joy to the responsibilities, whether it be our families or careers, that we have to pursue in order to sustain our needs. The 4th stage of happiness may be the most crucial of them all, and usually happens a decade or more later. With a much wiser mind, we tend to connect to a growing sense of meaning that comes from our experiences over the past years. There may be more questions than answers on this stage, but we still seek for their meanings. Some of us, if not all, tend to become more spiritual than ever before. Either way, we reflect and establish our own standards for those things which make us genuinely happy. The final stage happens during our twilight years. An American social psychologist, Jennifer Acker, once defined happiness on the savoring stage to be tied to feeling content and connected, where we appreciate what we've achieved and what we have. This feeling of gratefulness only grows into our 50s and 60s, when happiness becomes increasingly associated with feeling calm, lucky, and blessed. This is where we fully acknowledge our own standards of happiness and immerse ourselves to the blissful feeling of joy. While we see happiness being commonly associated with all the positivity in our lives, like passing an exam, celebrating colorful birthdays, and even falling in love, there exists another kind of happiness. It is when a person feels the same feeling of joy through the opposites. Happiness when hurting others. Happiness when others fall. Happiness when violating others, emotionally or physically. Call it evil, call it masochistic, call it whatever you want, but it is still happiness. If happiness can be experienced in opposing situations, then what could be its underlying, or root cause? What could be the driving element for happiness? In my opinion, the way we label freedom to be the standard is the key element. We could likely say, one becomes happy after being freed from an unlikable situation that one has set to be so. I think happiness is a choice which relies on the standard of freedom we set onto ourselves. Happiness is defined by the rules we set, accept and limit to ourselves. We are the creators and judges to these rules. It is our choice to accept, alter, or disregard them in order to bring ourselves to this state of being we all call happiness. Before I end this video, let me impart this saying from my old friend. What are your thoughts? Everyone has a story to tell. Let's speak. Big thanks to my family and friends for sponsoring this video. If you like it, leave me a mark and share it to the world. Let me know what you want to discuss next in the comments section. Subscribe to this channel to be notified with more content in the future. You know, I am a tea lover. If you'd like to support me and my friends further, you may want to fund me via any of these details to keep us doing the things we love. Any amount will do, so thank you. This has been Pride, signing off. See you in the next video.